Martin Luther King Day, and we have had a lot of things to talk about in the NFL. That was last night. Well, we've seen this before, and the New England Patriots are on the way to the Super Bowl for the they're on the way to the Super Bowl for the third year in a row. This is the one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, and probably 10. This is their 10th time they've been in the Super Bowl. And whoever going to face, and they're going to face the Rams. I mean, I'm shocked at seeing those two overtime games of last night. And the Rams were pretty good. They won an overtime thriller, 26-23, after the controversy call on the not against the Rams, and it's not against the Saints either. They thought it would be against the Rams, but we're here to talk about Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. I mean, did you watch this game last night? Looked like they cheated. Okay, they cheated because they are the most dominant team in the NFL today. And last night they were down 24-21. They were up 24-21. They were down 28-24, and they came right back. Came right back to take the lead in this game about a minute ago, and the Chiefs had to kick the field goal to tie the game to go to overtime. And then at the last 2 minutes, the Patriots got, and then in overtime, the Patriots still had the ball, and then they scored a touchdown 5 minutes ago. But damn, how did this happen? Well, the New England Patriots were tough. They strong. They're getting a lot of things. They're doing all the blitz for the Chiefs. They were up 14-0 in the first half, and now Chiefs came back with a comeback, and no, that's not concerning, but that's just not. I mean, you look like the Chiefs gonna beat. You look like the Chiefs gonna beat the Patriots last night, but seems to me it did not happen. It was supposed to be the Chiefs and Rams Super Bowl matchup, but it's not. Why could it be? I mean, why now? Why could it be? The Patriots. I mean, they seems like they were on the rise. They were in the game for sure. And the last time we see this in the NFL, so I mean, no, it's just not looking. I mean, it's just not looking bad for the Patriots. So last night they were down 28-24. They came back, scored a touchdown, 31-28. Chiefs came back to tie the game, and then look what happened. The Patriots came out all the way, just like they did to Super Bowl 51 against the Falcons. That was last. That was last night. Since 2 years ago in Super Bowl 51, where they beat the Falcons to win their fifth Super Bowl title. But what about? They had to have a redemption of today. They had to have a redemption on the fifth, on the third. I mean, that was my dad. So you know what? It's just continue. I gotta know what's going on. Boy, I can't believe how this is gonna come out for sure. The New England Patriots are the most dominant team in the NFL, and Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time. I'm not gonna call him a cheater. I'm not gonna call him everything, although I will be probably Sunday sometime. And he's going to talk about Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time, for some other reasons that we have to talk about. People think they're all the Patriot cheaters. They look like they cheated. The fans No, they look like they cheated. NFL commissioner Roger Condell think they cheated, but that's okay. That's all right because they're gonna win the Super Bowl anyway, and they're gonna beat the Rams anyway. I was about. I mean, I was about to go to the Saints. I want the Saints to beat the Patriots this. I mean, this month, next month, not this month, but next month on the door of Federal. I mean, how can I? What can I say? What can I say? What the hell I just say? The New England Patriots are better. They're better than the Miami Dolphins. Well, they just lost the game against on the wall against Miami. They're better than the Jets. They're better than the Browns. They're better than everything. Everything that came for it. Tom Brady is the beast. He's a quarterback. He's a superhero right now. But at the same time, we have seen Tom Brady. Get into this. Let me say this right now. NFL fans, the Rams gonna know that Tom Brady can throw the pass and make a touchdown to win the game. We're gonna see what is happening right now, folks. It's unbelievable. The Patriots had scored a touchdown to win the game in overtime. 37-31, our final score of this game for some reasons we have seen. And the fans, they don't know. They probably don't like Tom Brady at all. Yes, it's probably continuing fun. I hope they lose. I hope yeah, if they win, but I hope they lose against the Rams on the door, Federer the door. All these years they had Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. They had this together. They had this dynasty won. They had it. And my prediction is, the question is, how did this? Everything can happen. Everything can happen in the NFL, especially the Rams. Now, I just said the Rams had going to the Super Bowl. I mean, it's the second time the Patriots made since 2002. Tom Brady faces the Rams. Remember, in uh, Super Bowl 36. Remember, in Super Bowl 36, that was 2002, right? It's on Federal. And the kicker had to kick the field goal to win the game. The Patriots had just won for the first time. They won this game for the first time in this decade. In franchise history, Tom Brady, that we just know, they had beaten the Rams in an odd-fashioned driller to win the Super Bowl for the first time in 2002, where I was 17. So now it would take a long time for now. So now, 17 years to now, 17 years to now, we have a story of the New England Patriots. They're facing the Rams Sunday, February the 3rd, on 6:30. And somebody had to take care of continuing because that's security thing going on down here. Everybody's not going to do everything, really. So now, I'm going to take care of this situation. So anyway, so now, Tom Brady and the New England Patriots, they're in the Super Bowl right now. They're in the Super Bowl, and for some reasons, boy, what a terrible. And for the Kansas City Chiefs at home, what a terrible thing to win. It was very cold outside last night. It's not it's not springtime yet. It's not even spring. We had this wintry weather. It was very cold out here. We had this cold out here. Was outside, but the Chiefs they had a great game and they had a good game probably. And this continues in fun. Remember back in 2002. Remember back in 2002, time against the Whales when the Patriots at home against the Whales. It should never happen for sure. Okay, let's go down to the info. It starts back on January the 19th, 2002. That was 17 years ago. Let's celebrate 17th anniversary of Patriots. Truck War Game. Shall we? Originally appeared on NBC Sports Boston.com. How failing that a snowstorm is set to hit New England on Saturday night. I saw a snowstorm descended on Foxborough, Massachusetts on January the 19th, 2002. Exactly 17 years ago today. And the New England Patriots happening to be playing a football game, the AFC Division Round to be exact, against the Oakland Raiders that night at the old Foxborough Stadium. With 1.49 remaining in the game, a long Tom Brady appealed to commit a costly turnover when Josh Wilson knocked the ball from his gap. But that's when referee Mark Coleman is retiring from the NFL officially after the 2019 Pro Bowl saved the day for the Patriots. Now, let's roll the tape. And then Coleman continued as now. Now Coleman invoking a famous and now deflect truck rule, overturning the call to the incomplete pass because Brady's arm was going forward. Brady made the most of Coleman's skill by driving the Patriots into the field goal range with Adam Venner powering a 45-yard knuckleball through the blizzard to send the game to overtime. The rest Venom did drill 23-yard field goal in OT to lift New England to a 16-13 win. It was followed 3 weeks later by a Super Bowl 36 upset with their St. Louis Rams. St. Louis Rams, yes. Shockwell of the Tuckwell game still are revolving today. The loss still checks off the Raiders head coach John Gordon and Wilson tweeted about the game last weekend. As for the Patriots, they still won 5 Super Bowls since Brady didn't fumble. But he and head coach Bill Belichick are still at the peak of their craft as they entered the 8 consecutive when they won as they had entered their 8 consecutive AFC Championship game on Sunday against the Kansas City Chiefs. That was last night, and they won the game last night against the Chiefs. That is not looking, and isn't that serious? Ain't that funny? Ain't that fun that the Patriots are doing everything they can? If they win the Super Bowl again, if they win an AFC championship again, and if they had the championship, they would. If they would have lost that game last night against the Chiefs, they will be losing as haters and cheaters and move on until next year. But they did. And what about Bill Belichick and Tom Brady to make this Patriot dynasty? Give me a break. Now let's go back to in the beginning and we're going to talk about the Saints and the Rams. It all about the New Orleans. Really? Really? The New Orleans Saints? Really? They lost against the Vikings of Mr. Tackle last year and they last yesterday. They got stunned again. They got stunned again. For sure. Last night is a joke. Last night became a joke. NFL could be a joke of the year. And now this is not like I gotta say this. The only Saints manager, the coach of the New Orleans Saints fans in New Orleans here last day and last night they were furious. They were furious about this. They're angry, they're upset, about the bad call. And that was last day. Rams, the Los Angeles Rams, the officials are letting the Rams go into the damn Super Bowl. So make this guys, make this happen. Tell it if we got this right. You beat the judge. Couldn't be an interference. It was an interference call against the Saints. No. It was an interference call against the Patriots, as we thought. As we thought, and Drew Brees couldn't believe it. It was an interference call against the Rams, as we thought. I mean, the most, the worst thing that ever happened in sports history. Very, very trash. Another, another sad day in New Orleans. Another sad day. But you know what? Whatever happened in this game, we don't really want to talk about it. They don't. We'll have to talk. Well, yes, we have to talk about of last night's game. It just came going. Yesterday evening, I had never ever seen this somehow. So this game, I had never seen this game that it was an interference call. For sure, yes, that was for sure. Yes. So you know what? If we had won this game, would be too late. But it's too late to talk about, right, professors? It's too late. Since the white never got started there, this is now a concern. The glory of the drooping country. So yes, we just been told that Drew Brees plans to return for the 19th season for another one at it. I'm shocked, and so is I'm shocked, and and sometimes it just came out not looking good at all. And take a look at this. Here's for everything that goes up, and for sure, if if we let the Los Angeles Rams go into the Super Bowl after they won a game overtime, then why did you let that? Why did you overturn? Why can't you overturn and have the Saints score a touchdown in the goal inside let the Saints score a touchdown when they're in the goal line? Drew Brees said before, and I can say it again for everybody here on the NFL on the YouTube on the Joseph Crudup show that that this is one of the most unbelievable blowing calls ever in NFL history of this year. The ratings are getting high. The XFL is coming in 2020 or next year sometime. But this is a blowing call, the worst thing in history. There is nothing you can do about it. But for the Saints, there's nothing you can say, nothing you can do about it. The Saints are suffering last day. They are suffering last day because they wanted the officials to overturn, and they got stunned by it. And for everybody in this NFL, Washington does the commercial, and everybody in the NFL, why can't you just overturn it next time, or probably next time, or don't ever talk about this game at all? So, anyway, it's got to say what it is. Got to believe what it is. So, here's what you read this, folks. It was clearly fake. Photo shoot was sloppy. The enemy's hitter was on the photo. The informer wasn't even matching on what the wears were. They were in white pants on Sunday. It's a million. Minutes are fun. Back there are well. Longtime winner host Mike Francesco doesn't mean it. He thought the joke. Okay, this is what is happening here. This is what happened with concern. So Mike Francel said here, and Francel said on the radio thing on the radio station, if you were the referee of that game and you didn't realize you had a problem on your hands, and that is your honest statement, you should be fouled. You should be fouled. You should never have another jersey where you exchange them when players before, huh? Should be gone about 30 minutes. Okay, here's what I said about if you were the referee of that game and you didn't really, you had a problem. If you were the referee of that game and you really, no, wait a minute. Let me start this over. Franchise said, if you were the referee of that game and you didn't really have a problem on your hands, and that is your honest statement, you should be fouled. You should never have another judge where you are changing down with players before the game. It should be an outrageous thing to begin with your number. No way to begin with. Let me start this one thing. If you were the referee of that game and you didn't really realize you had a problem on your hands, and that is your honest statement, you should be fouled. You should never have another judge when you are changing down with players before the game. It should be an outrageous thing to begin with. No way should an official be exchanging jerseys with a player before a game. That's just a bad thing to do. So, like I just said, here in New Orleans, that is not a good call on the Rams as of right now. And that is not looking, and we have seen this over and over and over again. And the refs did miss the call. Good. And here's what the point is. Now, the New Orleans Saints saw their Super Bowl hopes dancing after one of the worst non-calls was seen in the NFL. And understandably, Saints fans are pointing at the blowing pass interference as a moment that cost them a trip to Atlanta. but the officials didn't do the Saints any favors in overtime either. With the Saints on the first drive of overtime, Drew Brees' second down pass was intercepted by John Johnson, who made an incredible catch from his back. Let Johnson Sr. interfered with Saints receiver Michael Thomas on the play. At least it looked that way. We can see Thomas look around for a flag as Johnson went into his celebration and Thomas had a point. Johnson held the Saints receiver with the ball already in the air. It can have been a number of penalties, holding, pass interference, or legal contact. Instead, the officials decided to swallow the whistle again, and it cost the Saints. That contact would have been allowed that had Breeze pass been tipped at the line. There is no pass interference on tipping or the flapping balls, but that didn't look to be what happened. The winner's Dante Flower pressed Breeze into the into pass, but the contact can't Breeze involved. Flores' hands were nowhere near the ball. It couldn't have been tipped. He had the press interference being accurately called. The Saints would have been rewarded at first down near Manfowl. We can understand why Saints fans felt wild. Those critical no calls changed the game. So, so there we have it, folks. What can I say? There's nowhere in the world the West missed the call, and it seems as though it's all the way back to last year, and now I'm not getting credit for those officials. I'm not credit for those. I'm not getting credit for these damn officials. They can do everything they want to, and that is got. But that NFL season, the world has got to change. That's got to change for real. And Washington Condon is the only commissioner who needs to do something for letting this happen. Because I have seen this all along. I have seen this over and over again. Two overtimes in this last night. Two overtimes we had last day. And what I should say, what is going on? And the officials may have a problem. And we may have a problem for this, folks. The NFL think it will be overturned, hopefully. Risk they will overturn the call for sure. I'm not going to tell you the answers. That's all I have to say for now. This is all concerns the Patriots and the Rams. I hope the Rams win, and I hope the Patriots going to lose the party. So it's on the favorite the Dolphins we have to talk about next week, and we're going to talk about the Royal Rumble next week, and probably in just this week, and probably it's going to be awesome. But don't take it for granted. Don't blame me about it. It will happen. That's all we have to say for now. That's it for the Joseph Kerr Show. Peace out, everybody. Thank you.